Welcome back to the Two Monties.
Welcome back. I was ready that time.
Yeah. Well,
And
stay on your toes.
And we've got a special guest joining us in the Shout Brewing studio today.
Yes?
Celeste from Butter Cakes.
Butter Bakery.
Butter Bakery.
Fuck. Welcome back to the Two Monties.
Start that one again.
You shouldn't have said that stuff about Ethiopians.
Shall we start
Or
again?
did you say fallopians?
Floppy tubes is my preferred term. Butter Bakery. Why did
That's
I think
it.
it was Butter Cakes?
Probably because I make cakes.
Duh, that's where I got it. Yeah.
Holy fuck, is this how this is going to go?
Maybe, I don't know, just a suggestion. Maybe you could call it Butter Cakes.
Maybe
No,
she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't just do cakes.
I do though, just do
Oh.
cakes.
We should definitely change the name to Cakes. Celeste. It's Celeste.
Surely
from
we're
Butter
not the
Bakery.
first ones to point out the flaw in the fucking name.
I don't think there's a flaw
You are,
in it.
actually.
She's a baker.
Yeah.
It's a bakery.
Cakes are a
It's not
baked
flaw.
item.
They are.
Plus,
But if you're going to call yourself
sound
bakery,
better
maybe you
together.
should start banging out some sausage rolls because I like
Oh,
them.
wouldn't that be good?
Yeah,
You like them more than cake?
1,000%.
3-tier sausage roll tower at the wedding. That would go off. That would slap. Is that the term?
That would slap. Oh, the old Rizzler over here.
Yeah. Skibbity-dee pop, whatever.
Holy shit. Oh, my God. That's all we've got time for.
I'm just raw dogging it with all these
Oh,
young
my
terms.
God. How's Lincoln's actually turned red?
Sizzle dizzle, let's go.
Oh, my.
Dill always laughs at me when I'm trying to do anything on the computer and he's like, fuck, you're a boomer. Now he sees this, he's going to have the ick.
You're not even a boomer. You're just like
I know.
your granddad.
Yeah, I skipped a
How's your
generation.
hip?
It clicks.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, bakeries.
Butter Bakery.
Yeah.
Celeste,
Yep.
who's here because...
Drum roll.
2025 charity wedding.
Yeah.
You. Also 2024
Cake for
charity
all.
wedding.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't bring you any cake, because I figured you still had half the one you stole from Molly and Alex shoved in the freezer.
Yes. I did not steal any fucking cake.
I bet you didn't see that coming either.
This
No,
is
to be
my
honest, as soon as she said, that's why I didn't bring any, I knew what was coming.
this is my ongoing theory that he just goes on that he doesn't like cake, so,
no one
that
blames you
Oh,
for
I've
so
got
when
a
it
deal.
goes missing at
I've
all
got
the
a chest
weddings he's
freezer at
at.
home full of wedding
Yeah.
cake. I don't want to even eat it. I just don't want anybody else to have it.
That is funny.
But yeah, so long-time listeners will know that Celeste made an amazing. I wouldn't even say just cake. It was like it was an extravaganza, and
Molly came on and
told us she didn't get a
was
slice.
very,
Yes.
very impressed
Yeah, see, it
by the
is.
look of it. But no, she did have a pouftains to eat, but
It's not true that people don't eat wedding cake if it tastes really good.
Yeah,
Just have to have one that
yeah.
people want
and
to have some of.
Credit to you because it wasn't just the cake for dessert. There was a dessert table of all sorts of little cheesy comestibles
Yes. what do you call them?
and cheesy comestibles.
Cheesy comestibles.
Yeah. But they weren't cheesy, but that's just a thing.
I'll Google it later.
Yeah, good.
I have to believe you on that one.
Yeah, on the list with all the other things you've got to Google. What's a bakery? Yeah, but yeah, it disappeared. And I'm still, and not to say people didn't eat it, but there's some sort of skullduggery involved, I think, because there was a lot of cake and suddenly there was no fucking cake. There's some sort of skullduggery going on there. Skullduggery is...
Well, we'll need a
stuff that's
picture
no
of the
good, mate.
inside of your freezer when you get home.
It's not
too.
inside my freezer at home. How dare you?
Oh, there's some
Anyway,
crumbs in your beard.
There's
Come on.
another one and done guest, never to return.
And next time I'll bring you a tower of sausage rolls.
Oof.
Expand the bakery.
Oh, now,
That's
I
a
should,
trend we could get behind.
well, it is, but I also say I'm a very hard sausage roll marker.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Like,
I don't know
I
if
like
can-
cheese and bacon sausage rolls. They're my favourite.
No, Lincoln's shaking his head, mate. He's correct. It's like when you have something covered in gravy. You're like, it's like, you know what it is? Crumbed lamb cutlets.
Do you like them without crumb?
Of course.
Okay.
Well, like a crumbed steak. You know what you're doing? You're hiding a shit steak under crumbs.
Unless it's a really good crumb.
Cheese and bacon is hiding a substandard sausage roll.
Okay.
I'm a very hard marker.
I'm
I
not
couldn't
sure I
even
can
tell you
handle
where there's
that
a good
pressure.
one in Newcastle.
Even though the base sausage roll at every bakery would be the same.
Same.
You are.
Just with cheese
Mass
and bacon
produced.
on top.
You couldn't be more incorrect. You couldn't be more
Coming from
incorrect.
your years of baking experience.
My years of eating fucking sausage rolls, I can tell you now the base sausage roll at every bakery is not the same.
Have you had a sausage roll from Baked Up Rising?
I don't believe I have.
They do a really lovely lemon and pork and a fennel.
Lemon and pork. I think not pork and fennel. That's
No,
a more
it's-
traditional.
No, it's decontaminated lemon and something. What do you call it?
Lincoln said this content's shit.
Something. It's dehydrated, dehydrolyzed,
Oh my God, Celeste, thanks for coming
I don't know what
along.
you're talking about.
What is it? It's
Dehydrated?
it's
Yeah, you get a deconstructed sausage roll. You get a sheet of puff pastry and some mince.
no, squeezing a lemon in your eye.
Yeah, that's a tequila stuntman. Anyway,
Preserved. No, that one. Yeah, no, I don't think it is preserved lemon.
Really starts with the
like
D.
candied. Do you mean like when it's candied?
No.
Right.
No. Anyway,
right.
Baked Up Rising. If you're a sausage roll whore,
Holy
you would really
fuck.
like them, I think.
I'd say I'd go there after this, but I know they close early.
How do you know?
I know stuff.
You're still there fucking cake too, do you?
This is going terribly. We brought Celeste on, and
Yeah.
you've just done this.
So have you got do you work out of home? You got a commercial kitchen? What's the deal?
I do currently have a registered home kitchen, but I'm in the process of trying to
you
get a
nearly
commercial
threw under the bus
kitchen.
there.
Can I see your safety
yeah.
certificate?
Yeah. I'm just doing him out of the boot of my car at the moment.
And I'm trying to get a commercial space. So
Yeah.
if anyone listening to this knows of somewhere available,
Hey.
Yeah.
let me know.
Remind me after. I know about one that's about to go up for sale.
Oh, amazing.
And it's currently
Doesn't want to buy one.
currently a cake kitchen. They're selling the whole business.
Oh,
And it is an absolute fucking cracker.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me know.
Yeah. Dill wants to buy it because he loves eating them.
Jesus Christ. Who's Dylan?
Yeah, please remind me. I'll tell
Okay,
you.
yeah, no, I
This
definitely
is
will.
terrible content.
Hey.
No, this is a conversation for off camera.
Yeah, but we're connecting.
Okay, fine.
You could go fuck
Well, that's
yourself.
good. You
Have
two are
you got a
connecting, and I've been accused of being a thief.
Have you got a good story to take over then?
No. I do. I've
Yeah,
got
we'll
heaps.
keep talking.
I've got heaps. No, anyway, you were our very, very generous vendor last year and jumped straight back on board this year. So thank you very much.
Well, yeah, because no other cake makers want to work with you guys.
That's not true. That isn't true.
Clip it.
That isn't true. There are some others in the wings that have put their hand up who know that we're just
Who?
mostly Josh.
Name them.
Mel from Melrose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's one. Straight off the bat. And so we love you, Mel, who's been one of our supporters previously, and I know is keen to get involved again, who also sent in cake for us when Jeremy came in. It was a penis a lot of cake.
Didn't turn up empty-handed.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, she's saving up for the new kitchen so she can move out of a van.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you go into a registered premises. But yeah, so, and it seems like you're killing it.
Yeah, it's going well.
Yeah.
It's, that's why I want to get the space so I can get bigger, do more cakes.
Do long
Add-
cakes. I've
add-
seen that on your Instagram.
add sausage
a bunch
rolls to
of
the
times.
menu.
Big,
Yeah, long cakes.
Long cakes.
Yeah. So yeah, charity 2025 wedding. If you want a long cake,
Yeah.
be great.
Explain it. Is it literally?
It's
it's
a cake
literally a
that's
long
long.
cake, like on the table, like the length of the table, instead of going like stacked really tall.
It's like imagine a really long Viennetta.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know what he knows.
Yeah.
It's like, that's another 1958 reference.
I'll just have one slice, but cut it lengthways.
The old Viennetta.
Oh, wow.
I know the references you'll get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so think about a Viennetta covered in icing and 8 times longer.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's good.
Except cake, not ice cream.
I got it.
I can never be
Because
sure.
she's butter
Cakes.
bakery, not butter ice creamery.
But you can get an ice cream cake. Do you make ice cream cakes?
I haven't, but maybe not on a day like today.
No.
Ice cream cake be hard for a wedding.
Or a day
'cause-
like anywhere between
Yeah.
September and
Yeah.
March.
Yeah.
Anywhere in Australia.
Oh, I heard it.
What did he say?
He's shitting on Adam's Peak.
Oh,
That was Lincoln from whatever he's from. No.
Glasshouse Films, or mostly with Will from Euphoria. So we'll lump him in with you, shitting on Adam's Peak.
Your son? What? Long cakes. Yep. You could be the trendsetter for 2025.
Or
Yeah.
what is the trend? What is the cake trend currently?
I think it's long cakes. Long cakes, slab cakes, just like different.
What's the difference between a long cake and a slab cake?
Well, slab is just like a
big square thing.
Yeah, kind of like your old school, like big birthday cake, but
Yeah.
When
like
you buy
made nicer
commercial
for it.
size
Yeah,
cake
yeah,
from Costco.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, different shapes, not just like your standard
Yeah. Tiered.
tiered, semi-naked kind of
Yeah.
vibe.
Because that was
Mix it up.
That was the go for a long time, wasn't it? Naked
Oh yeah,
or
it's
semi-naked.
been around forever.
Yeah.
It's the trend
Very
that won't
popular.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But moving on to long cakes.
yeah.
Is that a logistical nightmare?
Yes, kind
Right.
of. Yeah, because they have to be assembled on site,
Yeah.
so there's a lot more like.
Well, and they also, most places have a cake like table, which is, let's say it's a
barrel,
a
or
barrel with
yeah,
a top
yeah,
on it,
Yeah.
which doesn't lend itself to long cakes.
No.
I have a cake story.
Okay.
Which I was reminded of the other day.
Is it like putting cakes in a positive light? Because if it's not, maybe you shouldn't.
It's all right. We can handle it.
Yeah. Look, she's so tough. I can't throw the
Well, she turned up here.
I'm not going to throw the vendor under the bus, but there was a cake, tiered, don't know, maybe 2 or 3, at a wedding. It had been cut. It was on its way from the barrel to the kitchen to be plated to then go back out, and it went tits up.
Oh.
So basically, lucky it had
Is that the
tiers.
vendor's fault or the person who's carrying it's fault?
Well,
I
the
don't know.
venue, probably.
Yeah.
Someone fucked up. Anyway, what they did was, because it pretty much just
Some rickety-armed fuck.
did the full single invert, like your jam.
They
toast
picked it
that
up, cut
falls
it,
off
and
the-
moved on with their lives.
Basically, they just
Got
sacrificed
the bits from the
tier.
top.
So the top tier was smashed, and then the rest of it didn't hit the ground, so it was still.
Didn't touch the ground.
Play on,
Safe.
as
So
far
they
as I'm
basically
concerned.
salvaged what they could, and they turned it into an eaten mess
Ah,
when they plated it up. So they basically, it was like the deconstructed, put the cream and strawberries, or whatever the fuck they did. But
making lemonade
it.
out of preserved lemons.
that's right. It's definitely preserved lemon and
I see what you did there.
pork. That's yeah. Oh, they're so good. Wow.
We've moved on.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up again.
Yeah, you got to learn.
I'm so
Once we
hungry.
move on, don't bring it back up again.
I was going to say you can nearly feel my tummy rumbling, but if I do this, it's like
Don't do that.
It's like having an
It's an ultrasound.
Don't do that ever again.
I do what I want. Thank you very much.
Lincoln, can you tell him about
You're not
your
my
equipment?
dad. You're Will's dad.
So,
Did you look up who else we still need for the charity wedding?
No, we didn't.
Wasn't that your job?
Should have done that before we started.
I'll do it.
Yeah, good. It's on the Caramello board, isn't it? Hope sent us a link today to say shout out to Hope from Content Killers, who, the problem is, since you brought Hope on, and I'm not, I love
5
you,
years
Hope.
ago.
No, but because she's so helpful and so good at her job, where we used to be really hands-on, we're just like, I'm pretty sure Hope will take care of that. So we're a little bit detached sometimes from what's happening. But she's recently done, as in this morning, sent us a message saying she's just updated the board. Who else is on there?
So we've got.
You told me one on the weekend. Is that locked in?
Who? Who was it? Oh, I did. Did I tell you that?
You sent me a message.
Oh, wow. I remember that.
Is that
now.
locked in?
No, I got to talk to him.
Great. Let's not announce that one.
Yeah.
And Lincoln, if there's any footage of me playing with them in ring, cut that out as well, will you?
Or saying it.
No, I know, but we didn't say who.
I don't think he'll be listening. But we do have confirmed the venue, Ravella, the caterer, Alfie's, photographer, Hungry Hearts Co.
Yeah,
We got
yes.
Reese. Content creation, Content Killers. That's our good friend Hope. We've got a lovely neon from. That's not that one. You'll have your own.
Or maybe we should take that one anyway.
Yeah, fuck them. The two. We've got a neon from Love Glows. Kimmy's on again. We've got Matt McLaren doing our live music for
Early on.
ceremony, canapes, and dinner. We've got Bloom Folk, Jade doing the flowers. Really just rolls off the tongue, Bloom Folk.
It does. It's a
Yeah.
great name for a business, and we're really happy they're on board.
Yeah.
Move on.
And I didn't fuck it up this time. We've got Sam from Silent Shout. We've got Celeste from Butter Cakes.
Butter Bakery.
Butter Bakery.
Hope, if you
You'll
could make a
make a
note,
cake.
it's Butter Bakery. Thank you. Put that in the show notes, Hope.
We've also got couples estate planning package from Evans and Wislang.
Oh.
I may or may not be fucking one of them. Can I say that?
Wow.
It's not what you know, it's who you blow.
I'm sure they're thrilled to have that.
It's a great endorsement.
Go out there.
Oh, we made it.
Is that everybody?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry. So we're basically missing 90% of what you need to make a wedding happen.
So anyone who does anything
we're not.
else,
The only thing
reach
you
out.
need to make a wedding happen is us.
Yeah.
And we're on board.
So everyone else can there's quite a few gaps in the
And we
vendor
also,
list.
and I'd also say we do have a number of people in our DMs that we haven't gotten back to or looked at. And if this comes out and we haven't, and you are one of those people that's in a slot, we will probably contact you when we finally realise and panic and reach out to you.
Yes, I'll be having a look through that tonight. Yeah.
But yeah, so what about? I'm trying to think of some cake related thing that makes it sound like I love them. So what's your offer at the to Monty's charity wedding event? What are you doing?
I mean, I'll do anything the couple wants.
There you go. We love that sort of talk.
Any kind of cake they want. Yeah,
That's
hopefully
it.
they want to do
Anything
something
you
a bit
want.
fun
Whatever
and
you
different.
want, that you'll get it in a cake. A long ice cream cake.
Well, maybe not that. Not a sausage roll tower either. I know Monty will have
I
one.
will do a
And
very
I'll give you a
limited
tip.
number of cakes for you.
If it is a sausage roll tower, I mightn't have stolen the last one, but I'll fucking steal this one.
And it's underneath like a sauce fountain.
oh, they
Yeah.
could do
Lincoln's hard over that. Look at him.
instead of a cake cutting, they do a tomato sauce pour over the top.
Ooh, yeah. Although barbecue, not tomato.
Whoa.
Oh,
Barbecue.
controversial.
On a
That's
sausage
every-
roll.
On a sausage
of course.
roll.
Are
No,
you
no,
mad?
no. No,
No.
no, 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 no,
That's
no.
outrageous.
Barbecue sauce.
Do you have different sauces for different things?
I only have
I
barbecue
think he
sauce.
means in your personal life because, of course, she just does cakes.
I'd only do barbecue sauce on like a bacon and egg roll. Everything else, I feel like
Or
it's
beef
got to be
burger?
a tomato.
What about
Yeah.
hamburger?
Yeah.
Like a
Hamburger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Riveting chat.
Quality. When I hear Lincoln snicker in the background, I know that it's the conversation's really
Firing.
Are you a mustard man?
Oh.
what sort?
Man mustard.
Man mustard. That's not even like in the realms of like slang terms for jizz. Man mustard is amongst the worst I've ever heard.
That is bad.
Because exactly what Lincoln just said.
yeah.
The
Why is it yellow?
consistency and the colour is off-putting.
And the
I'm
tang.
sorry you have to be here for this,
And the
Celeste.
tang. Oh.
I'm sorry you have to be
That's
here
a
for
Rogers
this.
Profanosaurus for sure.
Oh my
that
God.
would be in there.
Righto, so have we talked enough about cakes and the charity wedding?
I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we've gone back into jizz,
What do you got?
I don't know,
sorts
but
you got?
I thought I better look up the list before we start talking about
The pretty common theme on the podcast,
what.
isn't it?
Before we get back to what your favourite sauce is. Do you like Coldplay, Celeste?
Oh, take them or leave them.
Yeah, good. That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
The first thing on my list, it just says Coldplay.
They're a bit soggy for me.
The amount of people that were on my fucking... Because obviously by the time this comes out, it was probably like a month ago they were here. The amount of people frothing over going to fucking Coldplay. I've got a hot tip for you, straight down the barrel. If you like Coldplay, just go to a multi-story building, get in the elevator, and fucking knock yourself out. Coldplay have got to be the most boring fucks, and people going, "Oh my god, Coldplay was the best." Get a fucking life, you fucking boring fucks. There you go.
And we're off and racing.
Well, it's just, honestly, Coldplay was so terrific. Just ring me. I'll put you on hold for fucking 10 minutes. Fuck Coldplay.
That may be some of the best chat you've ever had.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, that's normally when I'm getting irate about something, that's the best chat.
Yeah, true.
And I did it once about, very early on about cakes, and I've moved on. I've since had some delicious ones. I've stolen some. I've had a great time.
Oh, I don't even know what the beef about the whole cake thing.
No. Let's not go down that. Let's not do it again.
You didn't actually shit on him, did you?
Oh, just the whole stopping the set, like stopping the reception, the
but
heritage of it.
It was misconstrued by some listeners to think that you were saying don't get a fucking cake.
No, I certainly never said that.
No, but that's what they took from it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just said I'm a bit bewildered by.
there's lots of better ways to do the cake cutting.
Yeah.
Like, do it as part of your entrance. Like, everyone's already up looking at you
This is sort
to
of chat-
vibe.
This
Maybe
is sort of
straight
chat we
into
need
it.
from a cake maker.
Yeah, and maybe with the long cakes, the sword cut will come back.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So there's a good
Viking
question.
weddings.
How do you cut a long cake?
Same way you cut any other cake.
But where do you go? Oh, I'm gonna just cut the tip. I'm gonna
Oh.
cut it down in the middle. Like, where do you pick?
Or which
Personal
implement-
preference.
I reckon bring like
A sword.
how
You want to
good
do it with a
two-stroke
sword.
and full throttle be. Get the old steel chainsaw out and go
I
fucking
didn't know.
in.
I mean, given that was him, I didn't know what that meant
yeah.
exactly.
I was
No
picturing
substitute for horsepower.
something different.
Or I don't know if you've ever seen, and you probably haven't. It's only because I'm a weirdo, and these are sort of things that turn up in my algorithm. But there's people that make knives, and they do this like competitive knife competitions where they have to cut a bit of wood, and then they cut a rope, and then
Oh,
they do
yeah,
this,
I
and
have seen- yeah,
do
yeah.
all this other
Yeah.
bullshit. But one of the things they do, and I thought this is what you could do with a long
Basically
cake.
cutting a whole heap of objects you would never cut with a good knife.
Yeah. But one of them is they have a row of plastic water bottles, and they like do this one big swinging motion. See how many plastic water bottles filled with water that go through. Maybe you could do that with a long cake. Maybe you could do like start at one end and just do like this long ways cut through the middle. See how far through it you could get. You're not into that, I can tell by the look on your face.
I genuinely think that's a shit idea. But I wasn't
glad
going to
you-
say it.
I'm glad you said it.
until you
And
called me out on it. I don't have a good poker face, do
No.
I? Yeah.
You're not with it
no,
either, are
I'm
you?
glad you said it, so I didn't have to.
We're both here on our facial expressions.
I don't like the
saying,
way you
"This
two are
guy."
really banding together. It's fucking no good.
Yeah, no, I think maybe power tools. And that would work for a tradie wedding.
Like, my idea was shit, but we'll bring in a power tool. It's not a fucking turkey with a fucking electric knife. Yeah, or a hedge trimmer straight up the middle.
A roast dinner tower. You got your turkey on top, you've got your mixed veg,
Yeah.
and
Potatoes.
The gravy boat underneath.
Oh,
Oh, and taties. You need thrice cooked taties.
oh fucking
go.
Bilbo Baggins over here. So just back to what you said before that I was interested in about better ways to do the cake. So when you first come in,
Yeah, like as part of your entrance to the
Yes.
ceremony.
I recommend
when
it to
everyone
everyone.
is already up, like looking at you, you're already making a spectacle
Lincoln
of
nodding,
it.
he's a
Yeah.
he's deeply involved in filming
just
these
do it
things.
Well,
then.
because you already got your gear set up to film the
Yeah.
entrance, and all you got to do is fucking pivot from that door to that spot where the cake is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's and realistically, it's a 2-minute job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's not a real panty dropping moment of the entire evening, whenever it is.
Yeah.
But to have it there and not have to stop all the
Yeah,
conversations.
it doesn't
to-
interrupt the flow.
Yeah. And also, if it is a dessert, it gives the kitchen time to
To
whip
cut
it
it up.
away and
Yeah.
cut it up and have it ready.
Yeah,
to
rather
serve.
than it's out on display for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got
40
time.
degree,
You know, it's
yeah.
not like you're doing it late and they've
Yeah.
got to whip it off and cut it up in 3 seconds and get it back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got the course of dinner to sort that out.
Yeah.
Also, I think seated desserts is a fucking stupid idea because at that point, especially if you've done, say, a grazing table
Yeah.
and canapes, then you've had either banquet or buffet or 3-course dinner, whatever the fuck you're doing. People have had enough food.
Yeah.
They do not need cake at 8 o'clock at night when you cut it. They do want it at 10 o'clock after they've been cutting shapes on the dance floor. I was going to say hoops, but that was wrong. Cutting shapes on the dance
That's
floor.
at a B&S ball. Cutting hoops.
Cutting hoops.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Bah, bah, bah. Like, yeah. Anyway, they need it at 10 o'clock when they're about to
Yeah.
get on the bus and fuck off home.
Yeah.
I did a wedding. It was down the south coast, and the wedding was incredible. It was at Merribee. Have you done one there?
No.
Beautiful. It's like all these beautiful gardens. It was great, and it had this beautiful weather. And it was a bit like Stonehurst, where they had the table set up outside amongst these trees, and it was this big long table. They had a portable dance floor, but like wasn't just a wooden floor. It was like a 4-poster bed kind of arrangement, like posts on the side with the thing hanging up. They had Duke music, so they had a 5-piece band.
Yeah.
So did all the things, the speeches, all the bullshit. lovely wedding things. Got them on the dance floor for the first dance. Band played. Band kicked in. All the guests are on this dance. So it's like this balmy, beautiful night. Band's kicking it. Fucking people are dancing. It's going great.
I know where this is going.
I got tapped on the shoulder by the caterer who said, "Oh, we're serving dessert shortly." I said, "That's good."
Cool.
Yeah. And he said, "Oh, if you could just announce it." I go, "Yeah, I'll announce it." He goes, "No, we won't serve it until you announce it and people are seated."
You ain't serving it.
And I go, "Mate, look at the dance floor. Like, this will ruin everything." And he goes, "I will not serve it until people are seated." And I went, "Is this for real?" And he went, "Yep." Because otherwise it's just going to go
so important.
But it's just going to go to. But he's like, it's just going to go to waste otherwise because people won't eat it. And I'm like,
it's going to go to waste anyway.
I'll announce it. If they want to eat it, they'll eat it. If they don't, they don't. He goes, "I will not serve it unless you announce it and people sit down."
It's going to go to waste in that moment because, like I said, people aren't hungry and they want to dance.
I went and spoke to the bride and was like, "Listen, this is a situation. What do you want me to do?" And she goes, "Just do what he's asking you to do." And
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking right. So I did it. People went and sat down, and I made a bit of a fucking show of it. But people went and sat down, but it fucked it. Like everybody left the dance floor, people ate, and then probably a third of the people got back on the dance floor to dance. And I'm like, that old mate just fucked the whole thing.
Yeah.
So if you're a caterer out there and you got a 3-course meal and you're expecting everybody to stop because your fucking tiramisu's coming out, wake up to yourself. Clip that.
Oh, yeah, no, start of the night, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. What is that? Is it? What have you got another option?
Well, I do have a couple couples for next year who are going to do it as part of their cocktail hour, and then you've got like
Sick.
cake,
Oh, yes.
cake and a glass of champagne, cake and a cocktail. Also a great option.
I would, I'll put this out there, and I'm not against it as such, but like a trend that's probably overplayed slightly now is the tower, champagne tower. Lincoln nodding.
I don't know a single wedding vendor who likes a champagne tower.
No.
Have you done one of those parfiterolle towers?
No, I don't do that.
You might a croquembouche.
That's him.
Too much like a sausage roll.
It's nothing like a sausage. Aren't you a baker? The fuck?
It's pastry with a filling.
It's just
Yeah, of custard, not fucking mincemeat.
Do you watch Friends? Fuck, this is for you.
Yes.
God, how is this happening again?
When Rachel makes
The trifle?
the trifle,
Yeah.
and there's the 2 pages are stuck together. She's made a shepherd's pie and a trifle. She's like, so I've got a layer of sponge cake, then a layer of jam and cream, and then mint sautéed with peas and onions, then another layer of jam. And Joey loves it. Anyway,
Good.
read your history
Great
books.
episode.
You'd learn
Great
what you
chat.
know about it.
Shout out to all our fans out there. I'm assuming you like Coldplay too. No, but in place of a champagne tower,
Yeah, that's a great idea.
cup of cake.
And then anyone that's
Great
got,
idea.
Anyone
Yeah.
that's got diabetes, can get their sugar levels in.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Until you said their sugar levels, I'm like, I don't know what that is or where this is going.
And any that's left over from that, you can put out at 10 o'clock on the dance floor.
one.
So you get a
Yeah.
chance to have cake twice.
This is incredible that there's been 2 rock solid, genuine pieces of advice in our podcast.
Yeah. And it only took 52 episodes to get on.
This has got to. We should stop now because fuck
Yeah.
me, we got nowhere to go from here.
You know what we've done though? We've now turned ourselves into that wedding podcast that gives advice.
Gives advice. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're always dancing around it. Mostly though, the advice was not good.
No.
No.
So yeah, it's not about.
No, but I'm actually quite excited that they're 2 genuine, proper options for the cake.
Yeah.
Cocktail hour. Is it fucking? What do you think about that? That's where this person. I'm not even looking at you. I'm going. What do you think, Lincoln? Yeah, he's nodding
Why do you care what he thinks?
because he's there all the time. He's a vendor that's there all the time. We're only celebrants, mate. We're lucky if we're there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Do 20 minutes work and leave.
Yeah, true.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Also, just having it as a roaming, like a
Yes,
dessert
yes,
table,
yes.
far better idea than the plated individual drop.
Yep.
Yeah. People go and help themselves.
Yeah.
Because then
Or
there's
have
no
someone-
wastage,
yeah.
because
Bring it
if
around.
you want it, you'll
Yeah.
get it. And if you're like the king, you'll take 20 of it instead.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
somebody else will have none. 'Cause
Exactly.
They weren't hungry or
Can't
didn't get to
believe
eat your own
how
fucking
much
Choose
we're
row.
getting fucking attacked about this. We'll be now on top of this. We'll be replaying my previous episode about cake to make my position clear.
Okay, we know it's a front now.
Yeah, meshing the two episodes together.
Hard work that. Are you nodding, saying that's it? He's nodding, saying that's it.
Can you do our sign off, please?
See you next Tuesday.
Take that, Brittany Vagelli. We'll have to cut that out now.